Anna decided to take a shower as after working in the kitchen she's sweating. However, maids denied and told that there is no need to do any type of work. Also, Taehyung had commanded them to not let Anna do any type of work, but the stubborn Anna don't listen and at last she did what she wanted to. Right now, the girls is heading towards Taehyung's room to take a pair of clothes. She don't know what Taehyung do about her clothes, as she already had informed me about it, with a thought maybe Taehyung forgot due to his work. She let the thought slide and decides to take his clothes for now. The door of his room was already open. Anna peeked inside and saw a maid is cleaning the room. Her eyebrows furrowed in confusion when her eyes fall on the photos of Aram. The maid bowed at her and spoke, "Miss, do you need anything?" "Yeah, but why all of this?" Anna hesitantly asked, pointing at the picture frames. Mr. Kim ordered to clean his room and remove these things. "Oh, please continue. I just come here for clothes." Anna sat and went to the closet. She tried to look for a suitable outfit. After taking a pair, Anna is about to close the closet when her eyes fall on a photo album. She grabs it in with nervousness and opens it. The girl has no intention to invade in Thung's privacy, but it's just a photo album. Thung won't be angry for this. There were so many photos of Thung with his family and friends. A smile appeared on her lips. There were also some photos in which Aram is also with his family. Seems like she was close to Thung's family. Turning pages, she is looking at every pic carefully, but her eyes drops on a specific picture. In it, Taehyung is standing with a boy arms around his shoulder. For some reasons, Anna feel weird, and the boy with Taehyung was looking oddly familiar. She squinted her eyes and looked closely at the boy who has a mark on his neck. It looks like a burn mark. Who is he? She never had met him, but his face and his mark was somehow seems familiar to the girl. Anna, in her thoughts about where she had saw him, when the maid called her, startling her a bit. For a second, she thought it was Theo. Yeah. I cleaned the room, miss. I will leave now. Do you want something? No, you can go. The maid bowed and went out with the trash, while Anna put the album back, thinking she will try to ask Theo. It was almost evening time when Anna went downstairs. She is about to go to kitchen when the doorbell rings. Thinking it must be Theo, she opened the door. But anxiety rushed into her veins when she saw Mr. and Mrs. Kim standing there. She hurriedly bowed to them. Mr. Kim smiled while his wife was glaring at Anna, who is now getting scared of her. "How are you, dear?" Mr. Kim asked. I am good, uncle. Please come." The girl stammered due to the fiery gaze her mother in law throwing on her. "Are you giving permission to us to enter in our own house?" Mrs. Kim spoke with fiery eyes. Anna shook her head in denial. No, auntie, it's not what I mean. How can I? It's just. Mrs. Kim ignored her explanation and went inside. Mr. Kim shook his head and followed his wife. "Taehyung, Taehyung, where are you, Taehyung?" Mrs. Kim called her son loudly. For some reasons, she was looking furious, and witnessing this, Mr. Kim sighed heavily. Very well knowing the reason behind his wife's anger, Taehyung is not at home, auntie. He went to office. Anna answered. "Don't take my Taehyung's name from your dirty mouth." Anna ducked her head down, hearing her bitter voice, but didn't dare to speak. I don't why Taehyung had to choose a cheap girl. I can't believe it. My Taehyung's choice was always high class. Then how can he choose you? Mrs. Kim grabbed her forehead, being frustrated and angry. Anna's eyes got teary, hearing this much insult for herself. Maybe because now she got another person hating her. A sob left from her mouth. Mrs. Kim came near to her and grabbed her hand harshly. The lady growled loudly. Mr. Kim tried to pull his wife, but Mrs. Kim dug her nails into her skin. "What are you doing?" "Leave her. It was not her mistake." "No, it's her mistake. She could have backed off from the marriage, but she decided to marry my son so she could enjoy this luxurious life. You wanted this, right?" Mrs. Kim keep applying inappropriate accusations on poor girl without thinking once, making her more furious. No, auntie, I never wanted this. Believe me, I never wanted to marry him. In fact, I don't even knew anything about him. Leave me, please. Anna tried to pull her hand from her grip. The strong grip was hurting like hell. You never wanted this? Then why did you do that? Because of you, my reputation got ruined in the society. Can you even imagine that? Huh? Why will you? People like you have no shame and respect. Mrs. Kim pushed Anna, and the girl fell on the floor with a loud thud. Mom, all of a sudden looked towards the door and saw Taehyung standing there with angry and disbelief look. Anna looked at him, who stared back at her. She looked down, crying silently, the tears flowing down her doe eyes were doing something to him. Taehyung entered inside with a fierce look and first helped Anna to get up from floor before embracing in his arms, which shocked the girl as well as Mrs. Kim. Are you okay? Anna saw his worried eyes and nodded her head in response. But Taehyung can clearly notice her tear-stained cheeks and her frequent hiccups. He glanced at his mom and asked furiously, Mom, what the hell were you doing? Showing this middle class girl her real place, which is definitely not here in our house. This girl is married to me, Mom, Taehyung answered with pissed look. This is the first time he saw his mother's this form. She was a sweet lady. Then why is behaving like this with Anna? It was unexpected. That's what I can't believe. What had happened to your choice, Taehyunga? Can't you find someone better and reputed girl rather than this cheap girl? The thought of witnessing her reputation getting ruined in society made her go mad. She couldn't be able to believe the fact that a mere maid is now her son's wedded wife and Kim's daughter-in-law. Tyung closed his eyes in annoyance. His mom's mentality about poor peoples always pissed the boy. But he never dared to say anything as he never wanted to disrespect his mother, who is so precious to him. Not until she pointed her finger on the girl who is connected to him now. Those better girls are not my type. What's wrong with her? She's perfect, and why are you behaving like this, Mom? You promised me that you will support my decision of marrying whoever I want, then why this drama for her? She's also my choice. Mrs. Kim shake her head in disbelief. Really, Taehyung, you are asking me what's wrong with her? Everything is wrong about her. This girl is not of our status. She has no style, no look. She don't even know how is her character. Yes, I support you, but for God's sake, I never allowed or said that a maid will be my son's wife. Enough, Mom. How could you say that without knowing someone? She belongs to our status or not? I don't care about that. At least she's better than Aram, who didn't even think about our reputation and run away with her ex-boyfriend. Mr. and Mrs. Kim looked at Taehyung with shock, while was also surprised by Taehyung's statement. The girl who always had bragged about her lover left him for his ex-boyfriend. She chooses someone else on a gem. What are you saying, Taehyung? Aram ran away with her ex-boyfriend? Are you serious? Mrs. Kim said more like question as this news surprised her. But deep down she's thankful to God that a cheater didn't come in her son's life. Shocked, right? I was also like you all, but that's the truth. She had been seen on the airport with Audrey, her ex-boyfriend, and run away with him to another country for what to participate in a modeling show. Greedy girl. Everyone were in state of shock hearing all this. None of them expected that Aram will run away from her marriage just for a modeling show. Top of that with her ex. Now, what happened, Mom? What will you say about your rich and reputed girls? Theung scoffed, seeing his mom all silent. I'm really happy that she ran away. Otherwise, I will always feel ashamed after marrying a cheater. He glanced round at the girl in his arms, looking small and frightened. And I'm warning you, Mom, don't you dare to behave like this with my wife next time. I will not take this easily. You all know what can I do. I won't tolerate if someone disrespects my wife, even the person is from my own family. Theung looked at Anna, who is staring at him with a smile. He held her hand and said, "Let's go." "Wait, Taehyung." Taehyung turned around. What Aram did was totally wrong and shameful, but that doesn't mean I will accept this girl as my daughter in law, never ever. And I make sure you will one day. If you don't want to accept her now, then I don't care about that. You are going against your mom for her. Marrying her was my decision, not her, so it's my responsibility to protect her. I'm not disrespecting you, mom. I had never, nor I will do. You know this very well, mom. Mr. Kim smiled and said, "I'm really proud of you, my son, that he's not running from his responsibilities. I support you, Taehyung." "Thank you, Dad. Your grandma called, so make sure to talk to her." "I will." Taehyung and Anna went upstairs while Mrs. Kim plopped down on the sofa and held her head. The thought of what will society say is not leaving her mind. She feels so humiliated. The respect she had made all these years will go in vain. Mr. Kim's expressions are showing that he is done with his wife. "I'm leaving. If you want to go home, then come," he said and went outside in the car. "I will not let this happen. As long as I am alive, a maid can never become my daughter in law. My son had married you, but this will not work for long. I will make sure to kick you out of my son's life." Taehyung bring Anna in his room and made her sit on bed. He poured a glass of water and gave it to her. While sniffing, she take it and drink a little bit. Taehyung placed the glass on the table and sit in front of her. "I'm sorry for my mom's behavior. I can assure you she's not a bad person. Just she can't be able to digest this sudden marriage of us. Please don't feel bad about it." "But she is saying the truth. I don't deserve you." Her eyes were red. They were glistening with so much emotions. Taehyung chuckled that how can she look so adorable even while crying? And how can you be so much sure about it? It can be opposite, like maybe I don't deserve you. Anna looked into his eyes with her glistening doe once and said, "Yes, yes, you're right. You should not be with me. A beautiful and smart girl for a handsome and successful person like you. I have no talent." "Are you indirectly flirting with me?" he asked with a smile which confused her. She shook her head. "When I did that," from sleeves she wiped her nose, sniffling frequently. "But you just call me handsome. That means you are praising me or maybe flirting." Taehyung wiggled his eyebrows. "It's just I call you handsome because for some reasons his voice was so low which made the girl feel tingles. "It was just an example," she said, looking away. Taehyung gasped at her words and grabbed his chest with a painful expression, surely scaring the girl to death. "What happened?" "It means I'm not handsome. You praise me because of an example. How cruel. You just broke my heart." Anna laughed at his fake crying. The moment she saw his face, she forgot that second ago she was crying like a baby. Her giggles echoed in the whole room. Taehyung admired her sweet laugh with a smile. It's like a music to his ears. His heart feels genuine happiness after making her smile. Her eyes disappeared whenever her lips left upwards. Her cheeks turned red due to continuous laugh. For Taehyung, her laugh is the sweetest. "How can you be so innocent, Anna? How can I get you? You are so far from this cruel world. How can someone smile at a little thing? Why, your smile unknowingly calms me. How can it calms the storm which is running inside me?" After saying a lot of comforting words, Anna finally calmed down. Taehyung sighed in relief and wiped her tear-stained cheeks. She looked at him with doe eyes and said, "Are you okay?" Taehyung looked at her confusion, thinking why she's asking this question. It must be him who should ask her. After all, it's her who was crying, not him. "What did you ask?" "That, of course, I'm perfectly fine." "No, I mean you must be hurt right after knowing about Aram." Anna hesitantly sat, feet getting with the hem of her clothes. The girl didn't fail to notice the hurt look in his eyes. The way he looked down was clearly indicating how vulnerable he had felt when he get to know about this. His heart must have ached after finding about this bitter truth of his own lover running away with her ex-boyfriend on the day of their marriage. As everyone say, when you fall in love, it is the most beautiful feeling in this whole world. But when you get betrayal in this beautiful feeling, nothing is hurtful than this. The bitter truth of love is it's not in our control to fall for someone, and the pain we get from that someone is definitely not in our control. It becomes unbearable. Love can make our life beautiful and colorful, and it didn't even take a single second to turn it into colorless and painful. And the same is happening with Taehyung. He maybe doesn't show it, but Anna knows somewhere this boy is suffering. Taehyung, can I touch you? She asked him with so much innocence that Taehyung couldn't think what to say. He always get lost in those two eyes of her, which shines very purify and innocence. There is no evilness in them. Hmm? When he was busy admiring her, she placed her hand on his head before ruffling his blue locks. Don't be sad. Things always happens because of a reason. And the reason can become your happiness or sadness. So without any complaint, live with a hope. And what if there is no happiness? His voice comes out in a whisper as he was enjoying the comfort of her hand, then try to find it. In this world, there is always someone whose presence can make us feel warm and happy. We just need to find that special person. Anna sat and giggled afterwards, feeling weird after saying these words. I think I already have. Taehyung thought, and a smile made its way on his lips, which made the girl smile in relief. But to tell her it's not because of her words. The reason is she herself. Anna, yes, can I hug you? She giggled at his question and sat. Are you copying my line? You can say so. She shrugged his shoulders and they both laughed at their silly talks. You don't have to ask whenever you need a hug, just do. No need to be hesitant. She sat and gently hugged him by his neck. Theung smiled widely and snuggled in her. In their life, first time they both feel warm and comfort, which they found in each other's embrace. The hug was only for a minute, but it gives them the satisfaction and peace to the core of heart. Thank you. Theung said after pulling away. He don't want to break the comforting hug, but he can't let Anna think something bad about himself. Anna shake her head which make him confused. I don't want this. Then, as you know, I didn't bring clothes due to our sudden marriage. So you have to buy me new clothes. Anna said while scratching her head while Theung shook his head at her adorable behavior. Can she just stop looking so cute? It's a pure torture of his heart. He's already whipped for her. Don't know how will he handle his hurt in future. God shows mercy. Get ready in 15 minutes. We are going for shopping. Theung sat standing straight. Now, Anna asked, on which the boy nodded his head, telling he's serious. What will I wear? You are already dressed, no need to change. You look cute in my clothes. Follow me. Not knowing what he just sat, Theung went outside. Leaving behind a blushing Anna, they arrived at shopping mall. Anna is looking at everything in awe while Theung was busy in his phone. The lightning, the luxuriousness, shining clothes, this tall building is that which Anna had never saw in her life. At any occasion, Sen family never used to bring her on shopping. She must have given Aram's old dresses or any cheap, less designed dresses. The clothes Anna used to buy from local markets or from any sale. Theung waved his hand in front of her. Anna, where are you lost? Huh? Sorry, I was admiring the beauty. Which beauty? This mall, it's very beautiful, right? Theung chuckled. It's normal, Anna. What's so beautiful in this? Don't tell me you have never come in mall. Theung became shocked when she nodded her head. Really? Then from where you used to buy your clothes? Local markets? Anna uttered, being embarrassed. Theung sighed and said, come. They enter in a big shop. Workers bowed to Theung, to which he just nodded. Welcome, Mr. Kim. How is everything going on? Anna got surprised hearing his cold tone. All is well because of you. Show the best dresses of this shop, he said, looking around. His tone was calm yet commanding. For whom, sir? Manager asked, being confused. Theung looks at you, surprising you. He grabbed your waist and bring closer to himself. For my wife. Manager's smile faded because, hell, everybody knows Kim Taehyung had got married to San Aram. They got surprised seeing another woman with him. She is your wife, but Miss. Before he could complete, Taehyung's tone didn't let him. You are not allowed to ask any question. Your work is to do what I have told you. So do that, and anybody from here, if dare to ask anything from my wife, the consequences will not be good for you. All nodded in fear at this dominant tone. Who wanna mess up with Kim Taehyung? Now do your service.